Hey guys, hope you're doing well. My name is Yash Sampa. Thanks for coming to my website. In this video, I'm basically going to walk you through how real estate agents are getting three new listings in any market within 30 days using niche based marketing. All of this without spending any money on ads, buying leads, or posting on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. And this is basically the predictable way of generating new listings without getting the objections. Hey, you're the 10th agent to call me this week. Okay, so let's just get into it. In this guide, I'll walk you through how I help real estate agents get three new listings within 30 days using niche-based marketing. You're going to see how we use niching to achieve three new listings a month without spending thousands of dollars on paid ads. Coaches dancing on TikTok or purchasing leads from Zillow. So quick story about myself. In 2019, I started working with realtors. We were getting clients an additional 150 to 300K in GCI by running just targeted social media ads. However, in 2024, the cost of advertising has gone up, which makes it harder since almost everyone is advertising online nowadays. In 2019, the interest rates were on the low and the buyers were coming out of the woodworks to purchase properties, and sellers were upgrading by selling their current home. It was basically easy to generate leads and appointments and scale the business to 300K a year in GCI. As we transitioned into 2023, the interest rates shot up and a lot of buyers backed out, and we could not help agents scale their business anymore. So we had to figure out a way on how to generate exclusive listing leads. We tried a bunch of methods like social media ads to YouTube marketing. Everything worked, but it also got super expensive to generate a deal. And also, we started to see the cost to acquire a deal going up, and a lot of leads needed a long term nurture. In the middle of 2023, I basically realized that all the information for homeowners is available online, and we just had to find a way, find people that wanted to sell. We could also target homeowners that had a need to sell, rather than just someone who just bought a home 2 years ago at an interest rate of just 2%. That's when we started testing niche-based marketing, which became the key to generating consistent listings within 30 days for agents. FYI, I'm not a real estate coach or guru. I just generate new seller opportunities that transition into listings without increasing our clients' costs. That's all I do. Okay. The system I'm going to share with you in this document is the same one I've been using to help clients below generate new listings within 30 days. Right. So here's one of our clients, Major Gill out of California. He got a $1.3 million listing within 30 days. Here's Rob Breck. He's a Massachusetts realtor. Got a 400K listing with a tired landlord within 7 days. Here's Paula Handel, San Diego realtor. Got a 2.5 million and a 3.3 million dollar listing within in 60 days. Here's Tyler Treesize. He got two listings from 22 leads within 30 days. Okay, so there's tons more which I'm going to walk you through later, but let's just get into the meat of this. So this is for you. Basically, if you're tired of working with buyers, you want to spend less time cold calling and begging for referrals. You want to get higher quality seller leads without increasing your cost of acquiring listings. You are annoyed of spending money with coaches that don't deliver on their promise, and you're already doing well in real estate. Just need to add more listings so you can stay in this industry and keep going. You're already doing six figures in your real estate business, but want to add another channel to generate new listings consistently. You're frustrated with pay at closing companies that sell you the dream, but then send you leads that can't even afford a shack. You're losing margins with pay at closing companies, and you're making less money and doing more work, right? Because you're paying almost 35 to 40% on a deal. You're frustrated and worried about the new NAR lawsuit, which impacts how much commission you make. And worst of all, you don't know how this is going to impact your family, employees, and other agents you may have under you. Okay, this is not for you if you're a real estate agent just to make a quick buck. You never closed a deal. You want to get rich quick. You want to take shortcuts in life, and you suck at following up with the leads, and you have no sales skills. Okay, so this is not for you if these are some of the reasons. Okay, so let's boogie. So getting three listings a month is not complicated. There are only three core things you need to do, right? So target the right market, generate traffic and leads, and convert leads into listings. These are the three main things I will show you in detail today, so you can also get three new listings per month. Bonus, I will also share with you some scaling strategies as well to get you 5+ listings a month. Okay, so step one, target the right market. So now when agents want to start getting listings, they start throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what works. From running ads to cold calling to hiring marketing agencies, they do it all. Next thing you know that they're out of thousands of dollars, and to avoid this issue, you need to find out who to target. Okay, let's say if you start cold calling or door knocking or doing mailers, rather than focusing on all the homes and zip codes, focus on the ones that have a need to sell. So instead of going after FISBOs and expired listings, which all agents go after, focusing on 10 zip codes and going after people that have need to sell will get you more sellers that want to chat. These sellers won't throw out the objection, hey, you're the 10th agent to call me today. Okay? You and I both know that this is like climbing up the objection ladder, right? And never gets the deal done. Right now, with the rise of interest rates, a lot of folks have lower interest rates, especially those that bought a home less than 10 years ago. Okay. And they don't have a need to sell. Instead of focusing on homeowners who are going through, so instead focusing on homeowners that are either going through a divorce, senior homeowners, tired landlords, absentee homeowners, tax liens will generate more listings like you're drinking out or drinking like you're drinking from a fire hose, right? All these folks have a need to sell. And the sale of their home does not depend on the interest rate, but what situation they're in, which is the key to getting listings right now. So now instead of targeting specific neighborhoods where no one wants to sell, focusing on zip codes that have homes that need to be sold will get you a flood of listings. Okay, so for example, here's Middlesex County, Massachusetts, which is close to where I live. There are 518,000 single family homes. But when you narrow down the search and target homes that are going through a divorce, senior homeowners, and tired landlords, there are only 2,800 homes available. Okay. Now, if you had to cold call, you would have to cold call. Would you cold call 500,000 homeowners or 2,800 homeowners that are super targeted and have a need to sell? Focusing on who to target will make a big impact on the results you get. Okay, this is super important. In terms of an average list size, you should target at least like 2,500 people yeah, in a list every single month. Right, you can add more people to it as the things change in the market and as data as you get new data. But on average, about 2,500 people a month. If it is lower, either change the targeting based on your market. Some of the changes, or some of the changes you can make or you can add more zip codes. Um, the changes you can make are age of the home, equity in the home, and loan type. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through all of them. Age of the home. Homes that are older than 10 years have a higher likelihood of being sold than less than 10 years. Okay, equity in the home. Those homeowners that have a 50 to 70% equity in their home also have a high likelihood of selling their home. Okay, and loan type. Construction loans or homeowners that have adjustable rates also have a likelihood of being sell, a likelihood of being sold, especially with the rise in interest rates. Okay, so if you have a rough time pulling a list with niche markets, adjust the above variables, either add zip codes or target focus on these criteria, but don't just blindly reach out to everybody on the market. Okay. Step two, generate traffic and leads. Now, for this piece of the puzzle, I like to break it down into two buckets. First one is the offer, and the second one is how to communicate the offer. Okay, the offer side is simply what you can give to a homeowner you're targeting in return to get a chance to have a conversation with you to list their property. Okay, that's all you got to do. By doing this, you're looking for for hand raisers from homeowners that want to have a conversation about selling. Okay, so you're just looking for hand raisers. You're not looking for people that basically are ready to sell right now or ASAP. You're just looking to get as many hand raisers that want to have a conversation and are thinking about selling. Okay, so you're targeting a lot of the market rather than just like 3%. Hey, do you want to sell right now? Type of a deal. Okay, so you're not trying to get them to list with you from the first message. You're just trying to find out if they want to chat about it. A lot of agents go into selling mode as soon as somebody expresses interest in having a conversation. Interest does not equal ready to sell. Okay. How to create an offer? This can get super complicated, but also make it super simple for you. First is problem. So, for example, someone who is in a tough situation but doesn't know how to sell their home fast can get the most out of it. Okay, who homeowners who are in a divorce situation, senior homeowners, hard landlords, whoever you want to focus on. Achieve. Help them sell their home fast and get the highest and the best offer so that they can move on with their lives without having to worry about another mortgage payment ever again. Okay, so this is what you basically help them with. So examples. Here's an example. If you want to focus on divorced listings, say I help divorced couples sell their home within 60 days without having to see one another ever again or see each other ever again. I help senior homeowners downsize to a new market with a lower monthly payments and maintenance, and also make sure that they don't feel claustrophobic in their new property. Something like that usually is like so specific that somebody, when they read it, they're like, "Holy shit, I'm kind of like interested in this." And sometimes you can just make content around this as well and post it on your social media, and a lot of people will basically reach out to you. When you do post content, and that's a different topic as well, but it basically needs to cover what are the pain points, challenges, what are their goals, any objections they may have, stuff like that is what you need to post when you post content. But that's a different situation. That's a different story, which I can walk you through later. Okay, so once you define your niche or who you want to target, I usually like to just keep it broad and just go from there. This you need to create an outreach message. So what are you going to say when you reach out to them? This can be in via text, via email, via voicemail drops, whatever you want to do. Okay, cold calling. The goal is just to get a positive response. When I say a positive response, which means I'm just looking for hand raisers. That's all I'm looking for. Where somebody's interested, wants to have a conversation about something. Okay, so here's how I structure the message. Hey, Mr. John. Hey. So, for example, if you're reaching out to somebody, you say, hey, Mr. Johnson, this is Yash. I'm reaching out to homeowners in XYZ location. They're potentially thinking about selling in the next few months if the price made sense. Would you be open to having a conversation so I can discuss the pricing with you? That's all you're saying. You're not saying, hey, I have a buyer. Hey, I have a cash offer. You're not saying any of that stuff. You're just getting straight to the point, and you're focusing on potentially thinking about selling. You don't want to say, hey, are you selling? And also some keywords here are next in the next few months. Okay, so instead of saying now, you want to change the word in the next few months. That gives them like a space to breathe, okay, and respond to you. Because a lot of times people just go for the kill, and that just kills all deals. Okay, so step two is how to communicate the offer. Now, how you can communicate your offer is more important. So once you create your offer or your messaging, you need volume, right? When I say volume, it means you need to reach out to enough homeowners every single day. Every hundred homeowners that you reach out to, you should get 2 to 3 people a day interested in having a conversation about selling their home. Okay, assuming your messaging is right and it is being delivered. So this is also important. So, and it is being delivered. Okay, so if it's not delivered or the person doesn't read it, that means your response rate will be lower. But if the person reads it, then your response rate will be high. Okay. Right now, you can cold call, text, email, or send mailers. Calling basically has the lowest pickup rates, but if you leave a voicemail that is short to the point, then you will get callbacks. Okay, so let's say you're cold calling, make sure to leave a voice message. Voice message looks something like this. Hi, I was looking for a homeowner on 123 Main Street. This is Yash. Just wanted to reach out to you and see if you're potentially thinking about selling in the next few months if the price was right. Please call me back when you get a second. You can also use the text below or the text that I walked you through earlier. Once you have a targeted list, you can call, text, email, or send mailers. Another strategy that I like a lot is using a service called HomeBot. Also, once a week, putting interested leads into a service like HomeBot where it sends automated home evaluations will also help the process. So, for example, whoever opens up the home evaluation, you and your team can call these leads and see if they'd like to chat. Okay. On the mailer side, what you want to do here is you want to increase the conversion rate with postcards and make sure to put pictures of the houses of the house you're targeting on the postcard. So, for example, if you're targeting 123 Main Street, you want to put a picture of the house of 123 Main Street on the postcard. This is super crucial as it creates personalization for homeowner. Last but not least, calling the leads when they respond is ideal. Okay, so I've had agents set listing appointments via text and email only, but calling is my first preference. So you don't really know that this what the seller's means of communication are going to be. So also, if you suck at calling, or you don't want to call, or you're busy with like showing properties and stuff like that, using a service like Callingly will also give you an advantage, as they have automated calling systems in place. So everything works together, just so you know. So you want to have a systems in place. When the lead is generated, it gets hit from all different angles. Okay. Now, step three is convert leads into listings. Okay. Now, the converting the leads into listings, this has a two-part process. Step one is basically convert the lead into listing appointments and convert the leads into listing appointments. And then the step two is convert the listing appointments into listings. Okay. So the first part is converting a lead into a listing appointment. For this phase, agents complicate it too much, right? Doesn't matter if a lead came from an ad or the lead came from cold calling, if the lead came, if it needs to have the same approach. All leads are just hand raisers from homeowners who want to sell or want to have a conversation about selling. They just need to be convinced that you are the right person to do the job, right? F5. So, for example, if somebody doesn't call or answer the phone, please leave a voicemail and also text them at the same time. Okay, so you want to make sure you keep the messaging short when you reach out to them. But whenever you do a call, you want to leave a voice message, and then you also want to send a text as well. So that's super important. A lot of people don't do this, and they lose a lot of the deals. So if you call a lead, the script needs to be something like this. If they answer the phone, hey, this is hey there, hey Mr. Johnson, this is Yash. You responded to one of our messages that you wanted to have a quick quote for your property. Seller says yes. Okay, cool. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on with the property? Yes, I added new Porsche, new painting, XYZ, new roof. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you were to sell it, or if you're thinking about selling it, how much are you looking to get for it? Do you have a number in mind? The seller will say yes, 550. Okay, the reason why you want to do this is because you're anchoring here. You want to see where the seller is compared to what your pricing is going to be. And then you come in, because sometimes if you give the pricing, they might get offended. You don't want to do that. Okay, so you wanna see where the seller is and see and go from there. From there, you can basically say, okay, cool, no problem. Why are you potentially thinking about selling them? This is important because you want to understand why they want to sell. Seller says I have XYZ issue, need to relocate, need to upgrade, whatever it is. Okay, timeline wise, how soon are you looking about selling? By June. Got it. Okay. I think you can get 550, might be doable for you. I just want to check the property and see what buyers will pay for it. Do you have time tomorrow to show me the home? This is your listing appointment transition. You basically say, got it. I think 550 might be doable. I just want to check the property and see what the buyers will pay for it. Do you have time to show me the home tomorrow? So you're not selling on this phone call. You're not getting the listing on this phone call. You're just getting a listing appointment, and you need to slowly transition it. Right? Sometimes people just go for the kill, but you want to like if the seller's like, yeah, I'm ready to sell, I need an agent, then cool. You just go in and just basically schedule a listing appointment. But 9 times out of 10, this is the process you need to follow. You need to open with a simple message where they give you a positive response rather than just, hey, do you want to sell right now? I got your message. Hey, you fill out a form. Do you want to sell right now? Hey, I one of my team members sent me your information. Do you want to sell right now? Like, no, like they don't know you. Like they don't know you yet. Okay, so don't push for it. Also, if the seller says I need a quote, I'm not sure. Just say, yeah, I can give you a quote. I can come by tomorrow, check out the property, and give you a quote. Right? Sometimes you can just give them an estimate over the phone, but then just try to schedule the listing appointment as much as possible. Okay. You can also have the same conversation via text or an email. You might want to reduce the number of questions that you ask. Sometimes you can just start with a conversation. Okay, cool. Just got your information. Looks like you may be thinking about selling the home. Do you know how much are you looking to get for it? Do you have a number in mind? Sometimes just opening up with this separates you from the competition. A lot of people, what they do is they beat around the bush. And then when you beat around the bush, seller is like, okay, what the hell is this shit? I don't want to answer another question. But if you get straight to the point, things move a lot faster. Okay. So yeah, these are some sample calls. You will have access to this document below, but I just wanted to put it here as well. Step two is convert the listing appointment into listings. Now, once you have the listing appointment set, you need to confirm the listing appointment with the seller via text or calling or both. And if you end up driving to the listing appointment, the seller's not home, you just wasted your time. So the confirmation piece is super important. The text or the call should sound like this. Hey, Mr. Johnson, this is John. I just wanted to confirm our appointment so I can give you an accurate quote about your property. Now, if they don't respond to the call them within 15-20 minutes and leave a voice message and text again. Something like, hi, I'm just following up here to confirm our appointment. Let me know if anything has changed or if you're not interested. Okay. So let's say if they don't respond, you just send them this message. If they don't answer, I would call an hour before, and if still no answer, then put them into the nurture. Okay. You basically say, hey, Mr. Johnson, this is Yash. Hope everything's okay on your end. Let me know if you still like to meet in case you're thinking about selling. If things have changed, then let me know so I don't keep bothering you. Okay, so you need to give them a way out. If you don't give them a way out, then they won't respond to you. Sometimes people have objections and they just don't want to say no to you. But if you tell them, hey, you can say no to me, it's not an issue. That way you can end the conversation and you need to move to the next prospect. Sometimes what will happen is that they will just say, no, I'm still interested. I just don't have the time. Can you come by tomorrow or the day after? That's it, right? And that also happens too. So that just elicits a response. So your goal as an agent is to end the conversation with a yes or no. If they're interested, great, move to the next. If they're not interested, great, move to the next prospect. If they're interested, great, let's get the appointment, close the listing. Now, when you go on a listing appointment, try to smile, greet with confidence. This is super important. A lot of people don't do this, but don't act phony. Okay, just don't pretend. Just naturally smile, greet with confidence. How are you doing today? And nice to meet you. Like a neutral tone. You don't want to have like super high tones. You don't want to have super low tones. Sometimes you can have a little bit high. If the homeowner is like a little bit dull, you want to raise his energy a little bit. And you want to greet him with positivity. And that when you have a little upward tonality when you greet them, it raises their energy and they're more open to having a better conversation with you, rather than when you just have like a neutral tone. Okay. And also another thing, don't call their home ugly. Okay, that's super important. Okay. Next, get straight to the point. So let's say you go on the listing appointment. You just say, hey, I know we chatted over the phone the other day. Just want to confirm how much are you looking to you want for the house. Once you have the number, timeline wise, how soon are you looking to sell? After timeline, you need to find out if anyone else is involved in the selling process. Once you have that info, move into finding out if they're interviewing other agents. And you just say, hey, curious to know, have you interviewed other agents as well? Once you have these answers, you need to agree on the price first and then move into everything else. If they want to list more than the market value, ask them how did they come up with that number. Once you have that info, tell them, hey, we can list with the price at that price for 2 weeks. If there's no activity, you'll have to reduce the price. Does that work for you? I've done this so many times with even our clients' leads, and like sometimes they'll get the listing, and then after 2 weeks they see no traction, they reduce the price. So it just you have to do what it takes. You have to get the listing, and sometimes the seller wants to see if they can get. If I was a seller, I'd also want the highest price for my property, right? And if I don't know, if I'm not like super educated or I don't really know much about the property, or just real estate market, I'm just guessing. So I might be like, hey, I want this. Even if you educate me, sometimes I can be irrational, right? So you sometimes just taking the property and then you can always reduce the price if possible. Once you get the confirmation, ask them if they have any other questions about the process. Okay. You need to ask them twice. You need to get confirmation twice. You don't want to get blindsided on when they don't want to work with you. If possible, take the listing papers with you and get it signed at the listing. Congrats, you got the listing. Okay. So this is the process you want to follow that will get you to three listings a month. You also want to track your numbers. So how many leads did you get this month? How many sellers did you talk to? How many listing appointments did you go on? And how many deals, how many did you close? Once you have these numbers, you will know how to scale your business from three listings a month to five plus listings a month, right? To get five plus listings a month, you just need to do more volume. Usually, you can run paid ads for this, or you can send more messages or do more cold calling, whatever works best for you. But paid ads still work. You just need to have a little bit more budget for it. So once you get up to three listings a month, consistently adding Google and YouTube lead generation helps to get sellers. Right? It is very cost effective if you know what you're doing. Correct word is if you know what you're doing, and you can scale the ad campaigns correctly. Right. So this is one of our agents spending that has been doing seller leads on Google for a year. His average cost per lead is about $14.84, and we generate about 652 leads for him. Out of the 652 leads we generated for him, he is closed about 10 or 15 so far listings, and his average cost per lead, and he only spent about 10,000 and took home about $100,000 in GCI just from those 7 to 8 listings, right? So that's the power of generating, spending money on advertising and scaling your business. Uh, so this is one of the landing pages that we have. Here's how the funnel looks. We also ask qualification questions. So we ask questions like this on the survey. So like if an evaluation is found favorable, when would you think about selling? 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, not sure, not looking to sell. Whoever says not looking to sell, we basically disqualify them. Okay. And then if they are not disqualified, or if they pick from these four options, we move them to a calendar page where they have an option to book a call with you. Um, here are the ads that we use, and this is a sample call that you can listen to that came from Google Ads, right? So like it works really well. It just needs to be set up correctly. There are like a lot of minute details that a lot of people don't follow and think it's like, okay, I just set it up and it's good to go. But I realized that when I started running ads and I started calling my clients leads, there were a lot of minute things that I was like, if I did this, the quality of the lead improves a lot. So I started doing that, and that produced a lot better results for my clients. So just something to keep in mind. But here's the setup. I just want to share this with you so you have this in place. Okay. So summary. So here's a summary on how to get up to three new listings a month using niche-based marketing. Basically, target the right market, pick your who, niche down, generate traffic and leads, create your offer, problem who achieve, communicate your offer, voicemail drops, text mailers and home bot, and calling convert leads into listings, leads into appointments. Frameworks are more important than scripts. Okay, appointments need to turn into listings. Appointment confirmation, follow up, price inquiry, and don't call the baby ugly. And then scaling, right? So you want to make sure you're using Google or YouTube seller ad lead generation. You want to set this up correctly. This will generate ready to list leads. Funnel setup with disqualification. You want to disqualify leads that are not a good fit. Multiple ad setup as well, and ad variations too. Okay. So daily task for up to three listings: create an offer, send 100 messages to target market, send an email once a week to your existing database, sign up sellers on HomeBot that respond to you, call the ones that open the home evaluation 2 times plus. More conversations equals more sales. Run high intent Google ads with disqualification. This will add an extra 30 sellers a month to get you 5 listings per month, and call the leads or hire someone to do it for you. Okay. If you do this month in, month out, your business will blow up in the next 3 to 6 months. Even in a down market, you will have people randomly reaching out to you because they didn't expect, while other realtors are just begging to get business or doing deals at a discount. Keep pumping. Okay. So here's some case studies. Here's Rob. I walked you through his case study, 400K listing within 7 days. Tyler Teresa he does 100 deals a year with us. He gets about 3 to 5 new listings a month, if not more. Shelly, she got an 890K listing within 60 days of starting. Reno, he has done a tons of deals. He averages about a listing a month. Paul and Christine Nelson, they did about 5 to 6 listings last year, about $1 million price point. Um, David, I forget his last name, New Jersey, got two listings and took home 18K in commission checks just from one deal, and there's a few more that are pending. Paula Handel, San Diego Realtor, got two listings in 60 days. Here's Nico, 300K in GCI. Reno Dominguez, 100K in GCI in less than 6 months. Alfonso, we did a 440K in GCI, 15 properties in the contract in 6 months. And Victoria Escobar, 150K in GCI, 13 closings in 12 months is new agent working with us. And Abish did 8 properties closed, 200K in GCI in 12 months. Okay, so those are some of the case studies. I have tons more, but just want to share those with you. So what to do next? So you have three options. You can decide that three new listings within 30 days is not worth your time, and you'd rather focus on buyers. Uh, so this is one thing you could do. Second thing, you can take the info I've given you. You're and implement it yourself. There are no secrets or new stuff here. You can figure this out yourself. But you will have to make you'll make unnecessary mistakes, waste time and years trying to figure this out on your own, and you might even get there eventually. But the time is your valuable asset. So I figured out the nitty gritty, so my clients don't have to. Or step three, you can take an easier path and decide to work with me and my team. We'll set up the systems for you within 3 to 5 days, and you'll start seeing exclusive sellers instantly. No prior optimizing campaigns or waiting for it to produce. It will just keep producing, and you will start drinking from a fire hose. And so if you decide you want to work with us, schedule a 15-minute call here and see if we can help you. Now, what do you get? So basically, you get a done-for-you setup of niche-based marketing-based listing systems. Divorce, high landlords, absentee owners, senior homeowners. So we set up the system for you that generates these types of sellers every single month. Done for you, Google seller ad campaign setup and management. So we take care of the setting up the landing pages, setting up the ads, campaigns, managing the campaigns on a monthly basis. We take care of all that for you too. Done for you follow-up systems and AI-based automation. So the leads will be followed up with as well via text and email. And we'll also set up AI-based automations that will try to book appointments for you as well. So we do all that for you too. Access to lead nurture frameworks and training, access to training for branding and authority, for building your social media. So when people look at you, they know you are a legit person. So we have training on this as well. Access to the ROI calculator. This is super important. Basically understanding how many leads you need, how many appointments you need, and how many leads, how many appointments per month do you need to hit X number of target. So if you need 100 leads to get three listings a month, then that's what you need, right? Or like how many leads you need. So you basically having this ROI calculator is super helpful. One-on-one call with me, so to plan out your year's worth of marketing. So we will do that for you as well. So I'll basically work with you, see what you're doing right now, give you suggestions on improving your current marketing plan, and so we can basically grow consistently. So clients who have gone through this protocol have stuck with it at about 100K to 300K in GCI to their annual revenue in 12 months. And we've seen this happen consistently. Just something to keep in mind. I have tons of case studies, but anywhere from 100K to 300K in GCI to the annual revenue in 12 months is what we've seen. And this is only for highly motivated real estate agents, brokers, team leaders who want to scale their business with three listings within 30 days. You're getting about a seven-figure marketing team that is generating exclusive seller leads for you every day. You're getting your time back so you can focus on closing deals, and you're getting access to a proven way to scale your listings in a market where representing buyers is playing a death match with your real estate career. Okay? So if you're interested and serious about growing your listings, then schedule a call here, and then I will talk to you soon. Just a quick FAQ stuff. Will this work for me? I'm a new agent. Yes, this will work for you if you're a new agent that have been stuck or don't have a predictable way of generating new clients after being in the industry for 4+ years and surprise who succeeds and who doesn't. It is usually people who are hungry and looking to grow that will do the best. If you're just looking to make a quick buck and just get easy wins without getting without working, then this is not for you. Do I need to have technical expertise to make this work? No, you don't. We take care of the technical setup and management for you, so you don't have to worry about that. What is your setup time? Setup time is about 3 to 5 business days, and you start seeing leads and appointments come through within 24 to 48 hours after that. How long will it take to get a closed deal? About 1 to 2 months to get a first listing. Just so you know, this is not a get quick rich scheme. Even if it takes you 90 days, you will still crush it, right? So just something to keep in mind, right? Sometimes I have clients that get their first listing within a week itself, but I don't want to promise that to you because sometimes it can take a little bit longer too. So you got to be patient with it as well. This is a long term game. You're not here to like basically win like ASAP, right? So probably not the right system for you if that's the case. Are the leads exclusive to you? Yes, all the leads and appointments are exclusive to you since we built out the entire system exclusively for you. Okay. Again, if you have any questions and if I wasn't able to answer you here, you can just book a call. We only take 7 new clients each month, since that is what our team can handle now. So I don't want to work with everyone since there's a lot of agents in the market, and not every agent is best for what we offer. Okay, so 70 clients, and then price goes up every month on average. So if you're interested, book a call, and then I will talk to you soon.